So back in the summer of 2018, I got back into gaming for the first time as an adult, having not touched them since I was a teen in the 2000s. And I started with City Skylines, which is a fantastic game. But fast forward to the fall of 2019, I wanted to start streaming on Twitch, but I knew I didn't want to play that game. So I asked a friend of mine, what would you recommend? And he figured that story-driven RPGs was going to be right up my alley and gave me a list of a bunch of games. One of those was Fallout New Vegas, and I ended up choosing that as my second RPG to play, and as a result, it has a very special place in my heart. Even more so because I almost gave up on it about 15 to 20 hours in, because at the time I was not very good at the combat. I was very confused by a lot of things about the game, and it was overall just very overwhelming. But I'm glad that I stuck with it because 120 hours later, after finishing the base game and all 4 DLCs, I walked away from that game thinking and knowing that I was never going to forget it. And all these years later, I can confirm that I have never forgotten about it. Before you ask, unfortunately, I don't have my first playthrough saved because the me back then did not ever think to do that. So unfortunately, that just doesn't exist. But I do have a number of Twitch clips that people took, including myself, of that playthrough that I will sprinkle through some of these edits. So going into this show, that was where my Fallout knowledge came from. I will say that I have played about the first 6 to 8 hours of Fallout 3. I had started that in 2023, and then a few weeks later, I decided to just take a break from Twitch that ended up lasting for a whole year, and I still have not picked up Fallout 3 since. But after this show, we're gonna be getting into the Fallout games for sure, but I'm probably gonna do it on my own time. Now, I am recording this intro after having watched all 8 episodes of this season. The reason why is because I originally was not going to bring these to YouTube. This was going to be a Patreon exclusive series. I changed my mind because I have not felt the way that I feel about this show about anything else I've reacted to, whether it's been here on the channel or just a TV series that's on Patreon, which there are a lot of them. But out of everything that I've watched, I genuinely feel like this has brought me the most joy. After this first season, this is my second favorite show of all time, sitting just below Mr. Robot. But here's the thing, there's more seasons to come, hopefully with Fallout, for sure season 2. It still has the potential to knock Mr. Robot out of number 1. I don't know that it will, because Mr. Robot is pretty freaking great, but it could. So if you're watching this right now, you're obviously a fan of the show, and whether you've played the games before or not, you're excited to see what I think of this, and I am just so excited to share my happiness and my joy with you. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is KL, and if you want the full-length watch-alongs, which I would recommend, you can always find them over on my Patreon, either by becoming a member, or you can actually just pick up the MP4s in my Patreon shop. Links are all down below and in the pinned comment. And with that, let's get into episode 1. I cannot wait for the soundtrack in this video. I should have mentioned that. I forgot the music would have. Oh my gosh. The soundtrack of Fallout New Vegas is absolutely banging.
We're scheduled to continue today as the White House had no comment about the president's whereabouts.
Oh, this has got to be This is definitely pre-apocalypse.
The specter of nuclear war facing this nation for 10 long years is final.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know why I thought that we wouldn't have. Anyway, sorry.
Why the hell is Cooper Howard working kids' birthday parties?
What else?
Cooper Howard.
What'd they say, Dad?
And I'm lucky to have such a good helper like you.
It's good.
All right.
Oh, Coop. Do your thumbs up.
Yeah, you know, given the state of everything, I prefer not to if that's all right.
That's what you're famous for.
Drop
Yeah.
it, Bob?
Okay. I love that the Fallout worlds, like, pre everything falling apart, like the tech, mixing the old with the new. I love it. I've always loved it. Like the old school cameras, the old outfits, but then in the background, you've got like super modern downtown and buildings and stuff, like the old TV. It's fantastic. Sugar bombs! If there's not Nuka-Cola in this show, I'm gonna be very, oh no, that's right there on the table. Oh my gosh. The moment I say it, I see it. I love that.
Well, back when I was in the Marines, they taught us that if they ever drop a really big bomb, told us to hold up your thumb just like this. And if the cloud is smaller than your thumb, now you run for the hills.
And if it's bigger than your thumb?
Then you're dead.
They told us not to bother running.
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna happen?
I certainly hope not.
Is it your thumb? We're uniform on.
We're only seeing the reflection right now.
That's smoke, Janie. It's just a fire.
Don't see the bright ass light. Yeah, that's not a fire. Ooh, shockwave. Ooh. People are getting into their cars instead of a Fallout vault. He's getting on his horse. Ooh, great shot. Oh, and another one. Yep, all right. And another one. Yep, all right. And another one. I think it's time to get into a vault. Cool, good opening. I like that they didn't waste any time. It's just like, here's a brief snippet of what it was 219 years later. Wow.
My name is Lucy McLean, and I'm an active contributor to the well-being of my community.
Oh my gosh, these Pip Boys look so good.
Science skills. Obviously, mine are nothing compared to my dad's, but I always relish a challenge. Speech skills. My primary passion is teaching.
Love that they're going down the skills. That's incredible.
Gymnastics club, fencing team C, intermediate phys ed, and I dabble in riflery. Though I'm not very good.
I love all of these details.
I have been unable to find a suitable marriage partner, one I'm not related to, and we have rules about that for a reason. I hereby submit my application to the council to participate in the triennial trade with Vault 32.
Oh, he was in a show I watched recently. I just can't remember which one it was. Marriage application approved. Oh my gosh, amazing. I love the thumbs up. Lucy. Who's she getting married to? Oh, that's really cool, actually. Oh my gosh, I love that. Wow, these vaults look great. Love the set design.
After 10 years of cousin stuff, I'm definitely excited for the real thing.
Oh my gosh.
I am just excited for us to raise our kids together.
Okay, in case of emergency, break glass. What weapon was that? What weapon is that? Can't tell. Wow, they made this look like the real thing almost. It's a pretty big room. Okay, and her dad, he is Cal in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., isn't he? He looks like him. That is him. That has to be him.
Gosh, you look just like your mother.
I wish she was here.
Me too.
Were you scared when you married Mom?
Terrified. Well, I'd never stepped foot outside Vault 31.
When did it go away?
The moment I met your mother. From that moment on, Vault 31 was a distant memory to me.
So they're in Vault 33, that she said, right? Oh, he's the overseer. Okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Must be nerve-wracking. Your husband could be anybody.
I'm aware.
Oh, they're going into Vault 32.
It's gonna take some time to fix. And I can...
Jet, Lucy, I love you.
Oh.
We all know that, Jet. Messing around with your cousin, it's all well and good for kids, but it's not a sustainable long-term sexual practice, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't realize he was her cousin. I love that he just tried to prevent the marriage just then, despite all these people here. The fact that she's in a dress and ready to go.
I am Hank McLean.
Lee Moldaver, overseer of 32.
We were sorry to hear of Overseer Jackson's passing in your telegrams.
When blight hit our wheat, we lost a lot of good people. But this trade will help us get back on our feet.
We offer you seed and parts for machinery.
In exchange, we offer you a breeder.
So, who am I marrying? Do you have a name?
Monty.
Awkward. I also hate that he didn't dress up, that he's still wearing his vault suit.
So what's your sperm count?
Good first question.
Sperm is pretty important in perpetuating America, so...
by a shared duty to keep the candle of civilization lit while the rest of the world has been cast into darkness. Soon, radiation levels on the surface are dropping fast enough that the next generation will be able to recolonize. We don't know much about what's up there. Desperation, violence. These survivors will need to be shown a better way. I feel hope. To Lucy McClane, and to this marriage, and to hope.
So nobody to speak for the man, for Monty. Does he not have family? Did say anything nice about him? This looks so good. I'm excited to see the outside. Out of the vault.
Show me to my new home.
Man's like, let's fuck. Oh, I love that just married. That's cute. This guy's giving me the creeps, kind of.
The hand-me-downs, an icebox, a blender. They even gave us... Okie dokie.
Not wasting any time. I love the song choice. Keeping the dress on, I love that for her. It's crazy that marriage here is basically like a one-night stand. I mean, not necessarily a one-night stand, but like what one-night stands can typically be. You meet someone, a few hours later, you're in bed together. It's literally just what happened. So where's this guy going? Oh, this other wheat. Shit. Got that big scar. Gross. Should you be all this way in here? Actually, maybe it's a good thing that he is, because this vault does not look well maintained at all. Oh boy. That's the old overseer, isn't it? My guess is yeah. Yeah. Oh no. I have a bad feeling now. Oh my gosh.
Raiders.
It's crazy how much I fucked shit up in vaults in my own playthrough, and yet I didn't think that these people were bad.
This was the best day of my life.
I bet. Whoa! Nice. Yeah, nice. Oh, don't take that out. Oh shit, she's gonna take it out. Yep. Is everybody gonna be dead but her? She looks dope. I love that she's still wearing the wedding dress. Oh God. Whew. Hell yes. Oh God. All right, queen though. I love how violent this show is so far. This is awesome. It's just like the game. Well, so far not nearly as violent as Fallout New Vegas. Some of those death animations are crazy. Oh, nice. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, Schneck. Shouting him. Okay. This fucker. Ugh. Shouldn't have expected him to be dead. Yes, 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 yes. Dead. I love the Please Stand By. Oh, there's so many little things. I cannot wait to watch breakdown videos that notice all the little details, because I sure as shit don't. I'll notice some, but not all.
Welcome.
I figured she was behind it all.
I think I know who you are.
Everyone knows who I am. But do they know who they are? They are the product of one of life's tricky little choices. So I'm gonna offer you a choice. Them or her. Hey, stop!
You are my world.
You look like your mother.
Where are you taking him?
To the real world. You should see it sometime.
Well, bro, that guy looks like a young Denzel Washington. Maximus.
Hey, I can still smell. She's...
Dane. Oh, the subtitle. This is Maximus. Oh, I'm so glad we're outside. So cool to see all this.
It is the duty of the Brotherhood of Steel to secure the wasteland.
Brotherhood of Steel. Holy shit, here we go.
You will help Knights find and identify pre-war tech.
We are the finders and the preservers.
I'm also curious what the hell creatures we're going to see in this. Like, I don't know what they've decided to bring into the show in terms of all just the animals that you encounter. Oh, this looks dope.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Ah, look at them. They look so good. Oh my god. They're like straight out of the game. Oh my god. Or games, I should say. Oh, they look good.
Come on, I got something I want to show you.
Latrine duty's a two-person job.
I said, come on.
The Nuka-Cola vending machine. Love it.
Aspirin Dane?
It was my idea. He
You're
didn't
being
want...
summoned. Come at me.
I knew the music in this show would be good, but every time a song kicks in, I'm just like, ah. I can't get over the set design in this show. It's so good.
Hey, what's your title gonna be? Squire, tonight, Titus. And get this, we're going to the wilds. Hell yeah!
Oh, I'm happy for Dane. Oh, I feel bad that this is his job. Right now, at least. Oh my gosh, who the hell? Who the hell? Wait, do they have Maximus? That wasn't him, right? Wasn't him. I'm okay with the not up closeness of that. I feel like that one could use like 2 more stitches though, or staples.
I have a proposal for the assembly.
I'm actually shocked there's this many people still alive.
We send a search party to the surface to find my dad.
Opening the outer vault door?
Just for under a minute.
Okay, I know we're brainstorming here, and there's no bad ideas in a brainstorm. But that's not something that we ever do or have ever done, never.
Our first priority has to be to maintain the security of this vault.
Well said, Betty.
Yes.
They don't want to find Dad. If they did, they wouldn't get to be in charge.
It's gonna be up to you, and you only. I don't even think her brother would come, to be honest. I just don't get that vibe from him. So wait, are all 3 of them going? God, this looks so good. It's a long way down.
I'm going with you.
Chet.
What you're doing is insane. It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
I'm not letting anyone else get hurt on my behalf. I just tracked him. And I'll do the same to you if you try to follow me.
I'm too chicken.
Yeah, I figured. Talk about being blinded. Never experienced light that bright.
Young lady, come back here right away!
Lucy! Lucy, no!
that didn't work.
That would be incredibly overwhelming. Like, literally your whole life you've never experienced outside, and now you're outside for the first time ever. Oh my god, this looks so good. Holy shit. Well, they're at the ocean. Oh. Okay. I thought that, yeah. That sign said Santa Monica, didn't it? Wow. Wow. Cool. I'm loving this. This is so good. I don't want to believe that he did that to Dane.
We have given you a name.
Philip Price. It's not the actor's name, but he's in Mr. Robot as Philip Price. I did not know he was in this show. It's Michael Christopher, I think.
To hurt the people who hurt me?
Oh.
I understand you're a friend of Aspirant Dane. You're aware of their injury.
Yes.
Do you know who did it?
No.
Your fellow aspirants say it was you.
I understand that.
No, I...
Your friend was promoted, you were not. You have ambitions, don't you?
Speak. I didn't do it. I did not. I wanted it to happen. Is that wrong?
So he did do it?
Violence is merely a tool. We use it to bring order to the wasteland, but...
My god, I love that he is in this show. He's so good.
Are you? Weak?
I don't want to be.
Very terrifying and intimidating.
You have anything else to say? In your defense?
I want to thank you for your guidance and for giving me a home. I had no place in the world. If I can help the Brotherhood make it better, I'll do it.
And you will be Knight Titus, new squire.
Some decent punishment right there.
I heard you got my spot.
Oh, I think I misunderstood. Okay, I misunderstood. And yeah, okay.
They asked if it was you.
Yeah, they asked me the same thing.
I told him you wouldn't hurt a fly.
It is your most sacred duty to protect the Brotherhood.
It's crazy getting to actually see all this.
It is believed that a denizen of the Enclave has escaped.
The Enclave's real?
And that he has with him an object of profound potential.
Doggo. Oh gosh, that looks so awkward and heavy to carry.
Don Pedro has our friend dug up once a year, cuts some pieces off and puts him right back in the ground.
Gross.
Bingo.
You're telling me the supreme badass we're looking for is a godforsaken mutant?
Have some respect. Pop worked with him once.
How long has this asshole been moldering in the ground?
How do we know he's not feral?
That is why.
This has to be a ghoul then.
A feral ghoul can't abide a chicken. If he goes for him, we kill him.
Hi, Cooper.
Well, well, well. Wow, is this an Amish production of the Count of Monte Cristo? Or just the weirdest circle jerk I've ever been invited to.
I'm Huncho. Now, you don't even know us.
No, I do not.
The effects work looks really good on him. This can't be the only ghoul we have in the show, or I'll be pissed.
We got a proposition for you. A bounty came down, a huge one. Enough to be a...
Pulled him out of the grave for a bounty. So good.
From the Enclave.
Oh, so they have... Okay, so the Brotherhood is after them, and these guys are after him, too. Really curious what he has.
Dead witch. Moldy. In California.
Oh.
That's where you from, ain't it?
Was he from that vault, too?
Originally, I mean.
Oh, shit. Because Moldaver, that was the woman that the whole raider situation in the vault. We didn't get a location on Cooper at the start of the episode, did we?
Well, I tell you what, boys. Whenever somebody says they're doing one last job, that usually means their heart's not in it. But for me, I do this shit for the love of the game.
Whoa, that was just like the game. Oh my god. Splatter and everything. Oh, I'm excited to follow Cooper. Although that's not his name anymore, so we just gotta call him the Ghoul. Oh man, I bet people coming into this not familiar with the game are probably like, how the hell is this guy alive after 219 years? So I wonder if the show is gonna explain that. I'm sure it will in some way.
Us cowpokes. We take it as it comes.
I love his accent. End of the first episode. All right, I'm definitely gonna watch the credits because what a great song. Fun. I like how that was done. Just have it. Oh, we got fucking post-credit scenes. Oh wait, this season on Fallout. Oh, it's like a, okay. I'm gonna pause because I don't want to watch that. It's basically just the trailer. All right, well, this is so good. I can't even. This is incredible. I'm so excited to watch the rest of it. I am most interested in the Ghoul, but I'm also interested in Lucy's. I'm interested in experiencing the world for the first time through Lucy's perspective because she's been in the vault her whole life. Everything from the ocean to the wind and the weather and the creatures, and just like I'm interested to see like what landscape she ends up going through, like how far does she end up traveling. Yeah, I'm so excited to see all of that from her perspective, especially because she's going to come across stuff that she's never seen in her life. Items and people and stuff. Ghouls are incredibly common, so like she's gonna end up running into them. I hope anyway. I would love to see her run into ghouls. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. But then from Cooper's perspective also, like now he's the Ghoul, we'll know him as. He's the character I'm most excited about. I really hope that there's a lot of scenes where we get to either hear him talk about his past, like the past 219 years, or we see flashbacks to him, like maybe 100 years prior or whatever. Like so much time has passed from the way that this episode opened with the nuclear bombs happening up until now. Like 219 years is a fuck long period of time. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I gotta also remind myself, I'm gonna have to look this up because each of the video games takes place at a different point in the timeline. So where this show fits in that timeline, I need to see. Because I think like the first game is like so much years after, I think it's like within 100 years after Fallout, the Fallout. And then Fallout 2 is a little bit later. And then I think Fallout 3 is even a little bit later than that. I can't remember exactly when everything takes place. So I need to look that up. But yeah, and then even though I love the Brotherhood of Steel, I will admit that out of all of the major characters and groups that we've met so far, I am like the least interested in the Brotherhood at the moment, but I know that that won't last forever because I genuinely do love the Brotherhood of Steel. The idea of them and like their faction is so, it's very like religion-y cult-like vibes, but it's also just, I don't know, it's really fascinating. And I love their suits. Like when I played Fallout New Vegas, like, I mean, I couldn't always wear a Brotherhood armor because, I mean, yes, it protects the shit out of you, but it's also fucking heavy. So it can affect things quite a bit. But yeah, the way they made the look in this is so good. Like, and the sound effects as well, like when, can't remember his name now, but when the guy was interrogating or questioning Maximus and the brother was like behind him, the knight, just like pacing back and forth, and like the sound effects with that was really well done and very cool. And also another sound effect that I want to mention is when Lucy first got out of the vault, you could hear her Pip-Boy, which the show hasn't mentioned that yet. So I'm so sorry but like, I know that that's what the name of it is. Their little wrist computer things. Her Pip-Boy was like beeping. it's not a beep, it's like a click, but it was clicking because of like the radiation in the area, and kind of like as a way of just like notifying her like, hey, there's fucking radiation out here. So I really just love that little detail, and I'm expecting to hear like a few video game sounds in this show, similar to how in The Last of Us they did incorporate not a ton of sounds, but there was like in the very first episode of The Last of Us, when our main characters are spotted by an enemy, the sound that they included with that is the exact same sound in the game when you get spotted by an enemy. And I loved that little detail. So I'm expecting like those kind of things to kind of be in this show a little bit. And like I heard her Pip-Boy going off with like the radiation when she stepped out of the vault. So I really loved that. I didn't say it in the moment, but I was like, I'm gonna save that to mention later. Just the Brotherhood sound effects that are with that. That's really fun. Like, I don't want to get my hopes up too high and list off all these things I'm looking forward to seeing, because if they're not in the show, then like womp womp at the end of the day. But I'm just excited for more, because like this was just the first episode, but there's already so many details and so many things. And I just love how they've nailed it. Like they really have. This is giving me The Last of Us vibes in the sense of like game to live action. They're nailing it pretty good. And honestly, with The Last of Us success and now this show, like I know this show has done really well and has been really highly praised and everyone is loving it. I wonder if we're going to enter an era of video game adaptations that replaces like the superhero trend that we've been on since like the late or early 2000s, I guess we'll say, right? It could be fun because there's a ton of video games that I think could be really well adapted to live action and give us just some awesome material. And I mean, I've said this before, but there are just so many wonderful stories told through video games that deserve to have a wider audience than video game players. And that's how I feel. So I'm so glad that people are getting to experience this show that have never played the games or even heard of the games. Like just from this episode, now I want to like fire up Fallout 3 and play it and like continue with it. Or even like restart Fallout New Vegas. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm having a great time. So thank you so much for watching this first episode with me. I really want to watch the second one right away. So I think I might do that. What time is it? I don't even know. We'll see. We'll see if I end up watching the next one right away. But yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. Just please remember not to spoil anything coming, because I am going to be spacing out my watching and recording of these episodes, or at least that's the plan. But you know what? I very well could end up binge watching this. Because I mean, it's only 8 episodes, and I don't know how long the episodes are, if they're always going to be over an hour, if it was just for this first episode, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you. Looking forward to your comments, and we'll see you back here for episode 2. Cheers, everybody.